So the football will be at the 25-yard. A pretty big early test for the defense coming up. What can they dial up here to try and thwart this third down situation? On third down, Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Brissett trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. The numbers on the ground last week for Balazs. 10 carries, 52 yards, and a touchdown. Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on him. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run it with Balazs. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Balazs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On third down, a run by Mack. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Here's Brissett. And they finally get to him as he's taken down. Kiko Alonso. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. On second down, here's a run with Mack. 9 yards on the gain there, so he got half of it back, and it'll be third down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Let's go.
We take a look ahead at what's to come later tonight. Sunday Night Football, it'll be the Vikings and the Cowboys from AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And then tomorrow night, we've got the Seahawks and the Niners from Levi's Stadium. And we were in the Bay Area for the Raiders on Thursday night. Now right back out to watch the Niners on Monday night. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Balaj. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Fitzpatrick from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Balaj. And some room to work. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. It's a big play there for Miami. 41 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Balaj. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And they got 3 yards. That's enough.
Almost every pass is a crossing read.
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Albert Wilson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Sanders on for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Brissett, it's caught by Funchess. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Brissett now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Brissett sets to throw it. Going up top, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Brissett. Short little throw to Ebron. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get it to Funchess on the jet sweep. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. We'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice game there. This one goes for 20. On 1st and 10, Brissett. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. From the 31, Fitzpatrick. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to get it to Kalen Ballage out of the backfield, but now it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Complete to Bryant. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup.
Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. Come get some.
Game the bus are 0-8.
He's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On 2nd and 1, Fitzpatrick. He's got it. The tight end, Allen. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Baker Mayfield leading the way in the victory as his guys continue to roll. They're 8-1 on the year. Next, we'll stay in the AFC North as we head to Heinz Field to check on the Steelers. And you can see there, it's the visiting L.A. Rams who have the lead in that one. Robert Woods, a touchdown reception. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And they were losers in that one to the visiting New York Giants. A 3-touchdown differential in the end, 35-14, the final. In our game, we got to see a little Fitz magic. Ryan Fitzpatrick looking good. His guys have the lead at the break as we get back up to Lucas Oil Stadium and hand things over to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense.
Magic.
They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Balaj. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run with Balaj. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Danico Autry is in on the stop. They'll try to throw here, Fitzpatrick. It's caught by Bryant. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Wilson's got it complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up
I
to throw the football.
heard
Sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
No.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
We need to play
He will
Monopoly.
not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Bissett. Ebron with it over the middle. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Dolphin football. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. How do you break down his game so far? Just the one touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. That's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Switch. Hey, color. Let's go.
Fitzpatrick now from the 50. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Fitzpatrick. Bryant has it. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Fitzpatrick now. It's complete to Grant. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 31-yard line. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's Fitzpatrick. And this is Parker, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And that is incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Returnable for Grant. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Back now in Indianapolis. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. And that will be incomplete. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here comes Grant on the return. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49.
Regular. He's checking crap. X3, 218, chopper. 34. Kill.
They'll start with a give here to Balaj. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker. On 2nd and 7, Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. On the move to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
The quick slant caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football,
and he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kalen Ballage, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Brissett. And down he goes. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Well, the 2nd down throw on target. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Brissett. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here's Brissett. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Into the air once more, it's Brissett. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down. Brissett going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again on 2nd down. Brissett. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. They'll throw again. Brissett looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. On the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Balaj. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now Fitzpatrick, flush to his right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise or throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. Little insult to injury here late in the game. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Dolphins, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home